Hey guys! Go ahead, put your hands in there, let them stay there. Go Zigsters! Proud to be Ziggy, one of Ziggy's piggies. Hell yeah, guys! Heck yeah! Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, all his hands go up. And they stay there, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. Yes! You guys, no matter what, when you know you are being honest and telling the truth, always stand up for what is right and doing the right thing, even if you are the only person standing and you have a huge group of people going against you and trying to ruin your life. So I feel like I have every right now to celebrate this amazing win. And you guys, it's not even like a little win. This one is a huge, huge win because where have I been? I have been staying to myself over here. And it's been relentless attacks constantly. But when you guys see this document, oh my God. Like, the judge did his homework in this case. And I am so grateful. I could just freaking... I'm so grateful that he actually took this case seriously and actually looked into it and didn't just blow it off as some kind of internet like drama. And when we get into this document, and there's more too that people don't even know, that's not even that I've kept quiet. There is actually potential charges coming, not to 6 up, but we'll get into that later on here. And I've known that since the court date. My court date was May 19th of last month, and today the judge finally put in their decision. And and what we have here is an order on motion to dismiss and granting judgment to plaintiff and as next friend to minor child. So we have a huge document here to go through. People have been trying to paint a narrative of what is actually true, and they really tried, guys, to ruin my life, me and Fred's life. They've tried everything you can freaking imagine to try to put roadblocks in the way while over there acting like the victim. I hope this is like an example to other people to always do like stick to what you know is right and the truth, no matter what, even if you are the only person that has your back, it seems like. Because yeah, this is big. So I was going to try to bring it up on the screen here. But when I'm trying to pull up the file, it's like coming up blurry. It's so blurry on this. Okay. I had it marked out and edited here. Just like the names in the document. I don't know. I don't want to have to. We could just, I guess, just read it, but let me pull up the document here. Restitution, $7,500. So right here is so when we pull up the judgment on the website, the Indiana website, it shows at the bottom how much was awarded. It was $7,500. And we're going to get into the logistics of this. And $7,501. And there's a breakdown of this, and I love this. She even owes the state of Indiana, the victims, some kind of victims fund, like almost $2,000 because of this whole situation. The judge took this extremely serious, and when you guys hear the document, you guys are going to be like, oh my God, dude. Like, it's the best. Okay, let's, guess I could pull it up here. Okay, guess I'm going to have to just edit this as I go along because, the one that I was going to pull up. So I've been completely staying off of YouTube, have not even gone on here in a chat or anything for 3 weeks. I have been done with YouTube. I really don't even know if I'm going to be back now, honestly. Hold on, I'm going through this and making sure to edit out. I had this ready and prepared, but then when I pull it up, the one that I have saved on my computer, it comes up blurry. So I have to go through and edit this again real quick. Been saying to myself, trying to mind my own business. And it's been still, from what I'm hearing from many of you guys, still like nonstop, like constant. Oh shit, you guys didn't even see on there. I'm sorry, you didn't even see. Where it shows that. Victims Compensation Fund. Yeah, the judge was extremely thorough. And I couldn't be more grateful or thankful for this man for taking the time to actually look into this for me and taking this serious. He absolutely did not feel that it has been normal free speech and commentary. Once again, here we are again, guys. The second court, this is my second court date against this person. Let's not forget, guys, a judge ordered a protective order against this woman in 2022 for 2 years. And then these people and her have been trying to act like I was just ridiculous. You know, oh, it was just some kind of fluke. So here, I guess this is another fluke again. This is the second one. This is an alleged online stalking, slander, and defamation lawsuit. And the judge ordered in my favor. Not even the same judge, Rhiannon. Not even the same judge, a different judge. different judges. And it just gets amazing reading it even more. Let me make sure to do a quick check here. But, you know, I think it's fucking disgusting. The people who act like, you know, have been trying to push it and act like the stuff that she's done is normal. You know, it's absolutely disgusting. So let me see. Can you guys can't see. We're going to go through and read every single part of this. And for those who, and thank you guys, the main thing here is to thank you guys. Thank you guys for the ones who have supported me and have truly, truly supported us and truly didn't like let these people dictate who you support just because, you know, they've been trying to scare certain people. Yes, professional help and all these people who seem to think it's okay and normal behavior, and also to certain ones who claim they drove 4 hours to the court date supposedly when she couldn't even show up. She didn't show up to either one of the court dates, to the protective order or this lawsuit. But let me tell you, the day after court, she files a motion to dismiss and then has, I don't know how many people email the fucking court. No, she didn't go. She didn't fucking go. But how much money did she make off of this? How much money did she make off of this situation? So she had, even with, let me tell you guys here, I won both of them. Even when she had several people email the courthouse. These people are so sadistic and gross and so horrible that they're sitting here like emailing the courthouse like it's somehow normal, this shit she's doing. But the judge on here even denied looking into these emails because it's third party. What did it call it here? It's right here on the so it showed was having on May 21st, it says court has received multiple emails from third parties regarding this case. Court takes no action on these emails as they are considered ex parte communication. I still freaking won. Anybody who, you know, I want to thank you guys, everybody who supported us. No, it's not that she can't talk about, we're going to go over this here. No, unfortunately, that's not what it means. I wish, but that's not what it means. And, you know, she's not going to stop and you'll see my whole point of doing this was to get her, was not for money at all. I wanted it to her protective order and an injunction. So here we go. Let's go ahead and start reading this. Making sure you guys can see it on your end. I know it's not the best, but you can pull this up online. Anybody can pull this up online. Order on motion to dismiss and granting judgment to plaintiff and as next friend to minor child. On March 31st, 2026, pro se plaintiff Adrian filed a claim seeking an injunction, protective order, and damages for emotional distress and lost revenue from, and it put 6UP, arising from alleged online stalking, slander, and defamation. Jennifer failed to appear at the bench trial on May 19, 2026, but submitted a motion to dismiss the following day, claiming lack of jurisdiction, improper venue, and failure to state a claim. Facts. Plaintiff Adrian hosts a YouTube channel, Ziggy, where she makes various comments about various things. The genesis of her online commentary was heavily influenced by the disappearance of 5-year-old Summer Wells in Tennessee of 2021. Since that time, plaintiff has monetized her channel, maxing out at about $15,000 per year shortly after she began her channel. Her channel revenue has steadily declined since then. Like many YouTube channels, individuals are able to comment on videos that Adrian posts. The defendant viewed Adrian's videos and interacted with Adrian's channel so much that Jennifer became a moderator for Adrian's channel. Over time, Jennifer and Adrian had a falling out, and Jennifer created her own YouTube channel called 6UP Media. And the title page of 6UP Media, guys, this part is so great. This part is so great. I was hoping that he would look into this and see all this. I didn't even point this out to him. In the title page of 6UP Media, it states, "I do what I want." Like right here, he even quoted, "I do what I want." Most of Jennifer's videos on 6UP Media site most of Jennifer's videos on the 6UP site disparage Adrian and the things she does. The content of the 6UP Media videos forms the basis of this claim. Adrian submitted a video exhibit at trial that consisted of clips from various videos posted by 6UP, with plaintiff narrating and commenting on Jennifer's videos. In her videos, Jennifer refers to information that is not normally public, but was contained in court filings by Adrian in her protective order request. In general, one could characterize Jennifer's comments as mean-spirited, uncouth, snarky, and immature. Jennifer refers to Adrian's business and trade and calls Adrian a scammer and grifter. Jennifer has 5.71 thousand subscribers and at least 24 followers. I don't know where the 24 came from. I don't know. In at least one video, Jennifer had 143 comments, and Jennifer would interact with the comments as they came in. During one clip, Jennifer states Adrian's daughter was online worshiping dildos when she was 12. Despite being served, Jennifer didn't attend the hearing and presented no evidence to refute Adrian's evidence. Jennifer did file various motions after the hearing. The court addresses them in turn. So she put in her, you guys, it's laughable. So in her motion to dismiss, she put because of jurisdiction, and then she tried to put that this bitch tried to claim that she travels for work and she couldn't go to the fucking she does not fucking work. Bitch, you don't fucking work. What you do is, this is what you do to make your money. You don't fucking work. Doing DoorDash every so often to make $5 when you need it here and there is not, for a pack of cigarettes, is not working. If you're going to tell me I can't fucking work on a website and do tarot reading and that's not a job, then you fucking doing DoorDash every so often and get your fucking fix and your cigarettes is not a fucking job. Traveling for work. Like, literally so pathetic. And that whole thing backfired, and I'm grateful it did. I'm grateful the judge saw through it all. The whole purpose of you doing all this is to make money off of me and Fred, and trying to paint us as these horrible people. and you the victim, when I'm like, I just want you to fucking leave me alone. You're a fucking psycho, dude. Dude, she contacted the store next door, which I haven't put on here, and told them I was stealing their Wi-Fi. And they're like, we don't even have Wi-Fi. That's how pathetic and how far she's going. She's contacting stores I go to. Like, she's contacting family and friends. This is not normal commentary. And these people have sat there and freaking backed her and made her think and tried to make everybody believe this is fucking normal. So here the court goes on to address her claims for the motion to dismiss, which one was something about the jurisdiction. And here it says the court has jurisdiction over the defendant pursuant to Indiana Trial Rule 4.4, which provides that any person or organization that is a non-resident of this state submits to the jurisdiction of the court of this state as to any action arising from the following acts committed by him or her: abusing, harassing, or disturbing the peace of any person within the state by an act or omission done in the state or outside this state, if the act or omission is part of continuing course of conduct having an effect in this state. Defendant, a non-resident, made abusing, harassing, and disparaging comments online about the plaintiff and her daughter over multiple years. Do I need to repeat that for those in the back? Defendant, a non-resident, made abusing, harassing, and disparaging comments online about the plaintiff and her daughter over multiple years. This continuing course of conduct had an effect in this state because plaintiff and her daughter are Indiana residents. Venue. This court is a proper venue for this matter pursuant to Indiana Small Claims Rule 12, which provides that proper venue for a case filed in the small claims docket of circuit or superior court shall be in the county where the transaction or occurrence took place. Indiana Small Claims Rule 12A1, this court notes that venue in small claims proceedings is not governed by Indiana Trial Rule 75, but rather is governed exclusively by Indiana Small Claims Rule 12. Unfortunately, Small Claims Rule 12 and the case law interpreting it does not explain where online activity occurs for the purposes of venue. Therefore, this court, relying on its own sound discretion and the principles of fairness and substantial justice, finds that for the purposes of venue, the online activity took place in Shelby County because Adrian and her daughter reside in Shelby County. Adrian viewed the relevant content here and felt the brunt of the harm here. Failure to state a claim. So this is something else that she tried to put in her motion to dismiss. It says, under Indiana Small Claims Rules, plaintiff's notice of claim is sufficient. Indiana's trial rule requires a complaint to include a short and plain statement of the claim showing that the pleader is entitled to relief. Indiana Trial Rule 8. However, a small claims notice of claim is not required to set forth facts establishing a right to recover. Instead, the small claims rules only require a brief statement of the nature and the amount of the claim. Indiana Small Claims Rule 2. This more relaxed standard may be met by setting forth facts sufficient to identify the dispute, even if facts essential to recovery are not alleged. Plaintiff's claim sets forth facts sufficient to identify the dispute, and thus her claim survives a motion to dismiss under the relaxed standards of Indiana Small Claims Rules. So my claim stands, basically. Standing, plaintiff may bring suit on behalf of herself and on behalf of her 17-year-old daughter pursuant to Indiana Code, which provides that all courts have the authority to permit any person as next friend to prosecute a suit in minor's behalf. Thus, there are two claims, one for, well, he meant to put Adrian here, one for Adrian and one for her minor daughter. Defamation. So Defamatory communication tends to harm a person's reputation by lowering the person in the community's estimation or deterring third persons from dealing or associating with the person. Defamation per se requires 1, a communication with defamatory imputation, 2, malice, 3, publication, and 4, damages. Communications that impute 1, criminal conduct, 2, loathsome disease, 3, misconduct in a person's trade, profession, office, or occupation, 4, sexual misconduct are defamatory per se, and the plaintiff is entitled to presume damages as a natural and probable consequence of that per se defamation. Communications that are so obviously and naturally harmful that proof of their injurious character can be dispensed with, and are so obviously and naturally harmful that proof of their injurious character can be dispensed with, are defamatory per se. Jennifer's statement that Adrian was a grifter and a scammer imputed misconduct in Adrian's trade. Adrian testified that her business income was down and that several individuals refused to have business dealings with her after these posts. The sheer volume and content of Jennifer's videos are sufficient to demonstrate malice as well. The sheer volume and content of Jennifer's videos are sufficient to demonstrate malice. Adrian also presented evidence of Jennifer stating on her YouTube channel in March of 2026 that Adrian's daughter was online worshiping dildos when she was 12. This comment is of sexual misconduct nature and is defamatory per se because it is obviously and naturally harmful and therefore requires no proof of injury. In addition, defendant's comment was harmful to plaintiff's daughter reputation because it would lower others' opinion of her or deter them from doing business with her. 2, malicious as it was made with reckless disregard of whether it was false, since neither plaintiff nor her daughter published anything relating to defendant's comment, and defendant's presence presented no evidence that she attempted to determine the veracity of her comment. And 3, publicized on defendant's YouTube channel, which is open to the public and is shown on the exhibit, has several people that comment on it. Damages and relief. Plaintiff requested an injunction or protective order. And that's the first thing I did, guys, when I walked in there. Side note. That is the first thing I did when I talked to the judge. He was asking what I am hoping for. And I said, I really would love a protective order and just an order for her not to speak on me above all else. But as he says right here, he said the same thing. He couldn't in that court. It says plaintiff requested an injunction or protective order, but this court in its small claims capacity does not have the authority to issue these types of relief. The law has great respect for free speech. Free speech doesn't always mean nice, thoughtful, and helpful speech. Exactly. And I 1,000% of everything he's about to say here is true. I get so much freaking, how many, like so many people comment on us and there's so many videos that talk about me and Fred, okay? But there is an obvious crossing of the line going on here. That has been going on, and people don't want to act like hasn't been happening, and it has been happening for years. So here we go. The judge goes on to talk about free speech. The law has great respect for free speech. Free speech doesn't always mean nice, thoughtful, and helpful speech. By creating a public YouTube channel and commenting on various matters, Adrian thrust herself into the public limelight. She cannot expect to be shielded completely from criticism in return. But where the criticism becomes defamation, as was done in this case, liability attaches. As to Adrian's claim on her own behalf, this court finds the evidence sufficient to establish liability and awards $5,000 as damages for decreased revenue over the past 2 years. Adrian testified that her revenue has declined because of the defamatory post by Jennifer. Jennifer presented no evidence to refute those claims. She could have come to court. She didn't. As to Adrian's claim on behalf of her daughter as next friend, this court finds by clear and convincing evidence that Jennifer is liable for defamation per se. Whatever their differences, there is zero reason to drag Adrian's daughter into the fray. In addition to the sexual conduct, Jennifer accuses Adrian's daughter of having mental illness and alcohol problems. Jennifer's speech regarding the daughter is simply gratuitous meanness that defames both mother and daughter while attempting harm mother by proxy. No evidence was offered to establish the amount of damages suffered by plaintiff's daughter, but such is not necessary. A legal wrong has been established and the court chooses to award nominal damages in the amount of $1. This court finds Jennifer's behavior, including her willingness to drag Adrian's minor daughter into her dispute, is particularly troubling. Jennifer's comments were malicious and oppressive. Nor would truth of the allegations be a defense, because if her comments regarding the daughter were truthful, Jennifer would be liable for the tort of public disclosure of facts. It is this court's desire to deter similar posts by Jennifer. So it is this court's desire to deter similar posts by Jennifer. The court also finds public interest will be served by punishing this type of behavior. The court notes that under Indiana law, a award of $1 is not a nominal damages may support an award of punitive damages. Therefore, this court awards $2,500 in punitive damages. Combined with the nominal damages amounts to a total reward of $2,501 to Jennifer as next friend on behalf of her minor daughter. So you meant to put as for Adrian and my daughter. He got our names mixed up there. But pursuant to Indiana code, the defendant must notify the Office of the Attorney General of the punitive damages awarded in this case. The court shall enter a judgment of $7,501 plus court case with interest to accrue at the statutory rate of 8% per year. Judgment shall be paid forthwith to the clerk of the Shelby County Court in Shelbyville, Indiana. Pursuant to Indiana Code, the Shelby County Clerk shall distribute the funds as follows: $5,000 to Adrian, next to $626 to Adrian as next friend on behalf of her minor daughter, and next, I love this part, W Judge. 3, next, $1,875 to the Indiana Treasurer, who will deposit the funds into the Violent Crime Victims Compensation Fund. Finally, then to court cost. So she has to pay the state of Indiana $1,875 for the Violent Crime Victims Compensation Fund. Funds received by Adrian as next friend shall be used for her daughter, so ordered on this 16th day of June, 2026. So, I mean, questions? Right? Are you gonna? She's not gonna pay anything. You know that. Even though she comes on here and she wants to point out when when she feels like I owe a bill, or putting out my electric bill and and how I don't pay my bills and how she supposedly pays her bills. Yeah, she's not going to pay anything, but yeah, they would take her tax checks, I'm sure, and stuff like that if she ever filed, but she doesn't work. So she It literally says in the document, the court sees without, I mean, where's my daughter? What? My daughter's texting me a question. She doesn't pay us. I know, and well, I think it's great that they added in the. Oh no, I have to redo this. I freaking have to redo this. Damn it! I broke this now. That's okay. That's okay. I'll just redo it. That's fine. No one broke. Yeah, I'm sure that they could garnish her, especially her owing the state now $1,800 and some dollars. Yeah, they'll take it. I mean, they'll take that first before she gets any refunds or anything like that in the future. Yeah, she does. That's true. She does owe for a past lawsuit. That's true. That's another thing too. Oh my God, that's funny. 666, too much poetry that she was found liable on this date, right? And I was thinking that as well. Like, this is the day after Summer's, disappearance, and I thought the timing was very interesting myself. I didn't see that about that 666 thing about 6/16 of 2026. Wow. I didn't even think of that. Notice that at all. Yeah, there is something here about 8% interest as well. And so it's and I never asked the court for a specific amount, except it does ask on, say, you have to type in a number. So I put 10,000 is just what I put in the document that actually went to 6-up. But I told the court, I just honestly want her to stop. Because I don't feel like it's going to be years before I would get any type of money from her, if anything. It says in here, the judge they can't do that in small claims. So as far as the protective order, right here it says plaintiff requested an injunction or protective order, but this court in its small claims capacity does not have the authority to issue these types of relief. So small claims is only monetary. Lesson learned. I didn't know that because I freaking never have had to. I've never had somebody so obsessed with me in my life that I've had to go this far. Oh yeah, I mean, I could definitely for sure, I could go get a protective order if I wanted to go through all this shit again. I guess we'll just have to see. I'd rather just fucking leave me alone, but that's not going to happen because she makes too much money. That's all there's no, it's been beneficial for her. And she has freaking certain people backing her and making her think it's normal. So another thing that happened in the court hearing was for the, I don't see it under my case, but the judge did say that he was looking into charges of the person who gave him or gave her the video of the court. The protective order that Six Up put out there and illegally put out on the internet. Yeah, he was really not happy with that one. And he said he was going to talk to the magistrate about pressing charges on the person who gave her that video and took the video, which would have been Lady Ziggy, the circle jerk herself, who these people backed and acted like was, they tried to back until they were blue in their face that she wasn't who I was trying to say, who I said she was. And then they finally cut her off once they couldn't freaking lie anymore. So yes, Lady Ziggy can be expecting criminal charges for contempt of court. And I had to contact the court and give her real name because guess what? She used a fake name with the court. So I just had to, do my duty and email the court the next day after court and tell them her real name because she put her name as an alias. When she, back when I did the protective order, I didn't know better. I don't know a lot of you guys like super personally. How was I supposed to know her real last name was not that last name? And she was actually using her middle name as her name. And she was using her boyfriend's last name as her last name. So I'm sure, there could be a little bit of a holdup in trying to get those charges going because with that discrepancy of her name not being, it's a completely fake name. Found out her name after the fact. Yeah, the judge definitely said he was going to talk to the magistrate about pressing charges, about recording that. And he asked me her name. I gave the name that was on the witness thing. But I didn't realize till after my court, like, oh my God, that's not even her real name. I started remembering and like thinking, wait, is that real? Is that her? It didn't look right. So I contacted some people who know her and made sure I got the right name sent to the court. So, yeah, and if she gets charges because of this, like, I don't want to fucking hear it because you guys shouldn't be doing shitty, this type of bullshit on YouTube. There's real life consequences. So this is a perfect example of standing by what you know is truth. I've stood by myself over here so many times because these people will like hunt many of you guys down and harass you guys relentlessly for being in my chat. So, well, the person who gave that video over to Six Up was, I don't know. She's disappeared off YouTube, a couple years ago. Once the circle jerks couldn't no longer defend her and they lied and lied and lied for her and was trying to say I was the biggest liar and I'm the scammer. I'm the one lying about, because I had found out some information that she was being investigated by her work for stealing from her elderly patient. And they had her on administrative leave. And knew it for a fact. And of course, the circle jerks defended and said that I was a liar, and that she also was trying to tell everybody she was a nurse. That was a lie. She was not a nurse. She was like basically an adult babysitter. She was not a nurse or anything. Oh, I'm sure she's still on YouTube using a different name. I'm sure. But I couldn't find anything filed. I did look right before this live to see if I saw anything filed yet on her name. I don't see it. Yeah, it's like a home health care, but she doesn't have like any type of schooling. Can she be removed for YouTube for her? I don't know how that's gonna. I mean, I could send this to YouTube, but YouTube is, yeah, I don't know. I haven't even thought. I didn't even think of that. About sending this to YouTube. Honestly, this is the first time that I've been on YouTube, and like even in a chat or anything in 3 weeks. I literally had completely cut off YouTube and was so done. Which one does she have her own channel? Which one? Yes, she changed old people's diapers. And she, as soon as that court date, like literally, it was like about a month, if that, after the protective order. Well, how long was actually? It was probably it was longer than that. When the circle jerks decided to turn on me and make me seem like I'm this like horrible person. Oh, the one. She used to go by Lady CG in my chat when she doesn't. I haven't seen her in here or on YouTube for a couple years, but I don't know what she's going by now. I'm sure I would ask the circle jerks. They probably know. They're probably still besties with her secretly. I did check Vine and stuff. I haven't seen. I mean, I didn't check Vine today, but I checked on the Indiana My Case website, and I didn't see anything yet. So I'm trying to think, what else am I, if I'm missing anything? But yeah, at the very top, it says, I filed a claim seeking an injunction, protective order, and damages for emotional distress. And it goes down, and it says later on why they couldn't do that, unfortunately. So yeah, I would have to go back to freaking court to file another protective order. Oh, I know her name. I know her real name. I've already contacted the courts and let them know her real name. I just didn't. I had forgotten because I hadn't really thought of her for so long, and oh, she's not a nurse or anything. It's just all she is she would go to these people's houses and help them like do their laundry and clean and take them on their errands or whatever. But anyways, the point is that she is, the court's looking into facing or charging her for, he said, contempt. So anyways, I guess I could put this up on my wall in a post or something. Oh, we could. So yesterday was 5 years, obviously, that Summer Wells has been missing, and nothing. The best, I mean, if we got justice for Summer Wells, if Summer Wells got justice, guys, like that would be so amazing. Like I was just thinking about that today. Like this was so vindicating, you know, and I am so grateful and thankful to God and all you guys for, you know, the truth coming to light and being vindicated. That's all I care. That's all. I just want to be left alone. But what was I going to say? Oh, I heard that Chris McDonough, I'll contact Chris and tell him it's okay if he's like wanting to release that interview or whatever. It's fine. I heard that he was saying that it's okay if we wanted to go ahead and release it or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm coming back here or not. It's been really nice kind of being away from YouTube and completely cutting off from it. Who's JEH? Oh, thank you guys. Drop pull cards and ask what Brianna? Oh, J. Edgar Hoover. Six Up has been deemed oppressive. Yep, the judge called her oppressive and immature, and I mean, I've always known this. It's like so obvious. But you know, me, I live it, and it's easy to fool certain people. They're all working together, and these people should be ashamed of themselves. These creators who sit there and have been trying to push her agenda. And what happened to Ryan financially backing Six Up? You know, anybody that I take any type of lawsuits out on. About your outlook. All right, Scars. Thank you guys for being here. But yeah, what was I gonna say about the Six Up thing? Oh yeah, not Six Up, about Summer Wells. Yeah, I'll contact Chris somehow and let him know it's okay if I don't care if he wants to release it first or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. Honestly, it's all stuff that you guys have heard of before, but it is interesting. Chris does well though, because he's experience in that area of interviewing people, witnesses, and suspects. So it is interesting to hear his line of questioning, and it's over 4 hours. Yes, everybody hit the like at least to celebrate. Thank you, Mimi, Jean. Thank you, guys. I myself totally understand if you don't come back. I mean, I don't really have much to talk about. I'm now extra careful. I agreed with the judge about, I'm like, he's like, you should, pull off or take a break from YouTube. And I was like, yeah. So I did just that. And the same thing's going to come out. The truth someday is going to come out about Summer Wells too. And that vindication is going to be even much more amazing. I'm so happy. I'm bursting with happiness. Oh, you should have saw me. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like actually in tears because I felt so vindicated, dude. These people have tried so bad to try to ruin my life. And it's gross. It's sadistic and it's not okay. And it's really disheartening to see certain ones, like certain creators, make it seem like, they're so evil, or they're upset with me to the point that they'll do anything, because these people's egos have gotten so big that they kept digging their grave. Like, I'm over here like minding my own business, trying to live my life, and from what I'm hearing, it's nonstop every fucking day about Ziggy and Fred, like constantly. And they just keep digging and digging their grave, digging, standing by. I mean, keep it up. I'm glad. Keep going. Because we're going to have the same freaking situation when Summer Wells gets her justice. Because that's going to be very vindicating to show that me and Fred were telling the truth about certain things that actually happened, or in him as far as recording for police and seeing somebody on the road. And 6-7 Share tried to taunt you for weeks. They were dying for attention, Ziggy. I know, it's so crazy. That's what I heard. It's like, what the fuck do you get a life? Somebody told me that that Cher, like, she passed out on a live because she was so messed up or something here recently, I guess. Like, from what somebody was telling me. What the hell, guys? Like, it's crazy. What have I done to Cher? That's like, doesn't make sense to me. Like, how Cher's been trying to go after me so hardcore, like I did something to her. Bitch, you're the fucking one. Don't get it twisted. Like, what? What the fuck did I do to you? You sitting there over there acting like I fucking did something to you, and you're just on this like rampage. Like, you are pathetic, dude. Such losers. I'm so happy the freaking truth is like, it came out about this situation at least. What? Well, when you have no shame, a lot of these people have no shame because they don't care They don't care, like, how they get the views, how they get the money, just that they're getting views and attention. They don't care if it's good, bad. That's the type of people these people are. Their integrity gets put to the wayside. They don't fucking care about that. But see, to me, my integrity is important, and I keep telling you guys, if you stand behind us and support us, and I will not let you guys down. And this is just more proof to that. And if you guys continue to support us, I'm not going to sit here and lie for anybody when it comes to Summer's case, whether it's my husband or anybody. So
I can't wait till Summer gets her justice. People really like that.
I know. I can't wait. It's gonna be like today times like 1,000 as far as the vindication. Because this document was just like chef's kiss, dude. Like, seriously. This document I just freaking read for everybody.
Indiana's not playing games with these fools.
Thank you for becoming a member, Luminous. Oh, hell yeah, Pearl's mom. I'll definitely be back with Belle's on when the truth comes out for Summer Wells. Me or Fred won't have to be one of the ones hiding our heads in the sand or going. We're not going to be hiding anywhere. Like I said, I've said for freaking years, we're going to be able to stand proudly that we kept our integrity, have been honest this whole time, no matter what. And these people are just mad because they're mad because Fred and I get attention. Fred gets attention. They want the attention that Fred gets. Like, you guys are sick. They're sick. They're sick. He doesn't even want that attention.
Hell no.
But these people are dying for it. And, Fred's sister who's backed it. And, there's a special place in hell for these people, guys. The truth's going to come out someday. And it's going to, I'm telling you. Just like today, we finally got the decision and vindication here. Thank you, Luminous. Been following you longer. Following. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, you have. For years. You nailed it. That's exactly the way that the judge nailed it. W judge. Heart to judge. Oh my gosh. And seriously, it's not even like, it's just what is the right thing. And the judge saw through it. And I kept thinking, I'm like, man, it's taken him a long time to put in this judgment. And I wasn't going to respond to that motion to dismiss. I just let it go because I'm like, why am I going to respond to a motion to dismiss that she does a day after court? Like, you literally had every opportunity to show up to Zoom or show up to court and give your side and play the victim like you do on YouTube constantly and try to prove your case. But you chose not to because you knew you knew what you've been doing for years. W judge. He actually looked into it. He even noticed on this in this document how he goes to her page and the first thing he says or sees is, I do what I want. Right here. In the title page of 6 Up Media, it states, I do what I want. The judge saw that. The judge did his homework and has been watching you guys since court. And I was praying that's what was happening. I was praying the judge was taking his time and actually watching you guys. And watching what was actually happening. I mean, I can't even, I seriously, like, that judge, like, I'm just so impressed. I really am, because, like, a lot of this stuff in this document did not come up in court. Like, that shows me that he was actually doing his homework. Like, oh my God. The time that he had to have put into looking into all this over the past month, over the past almost month. It is a damn good judge. He could have literally freaking just threw this out as freaking internet bullshit. And you know what? He did tell me, you know, and I know what, and it's true. Like, you do set yourself up for commentary and like, what did he say? You set yourself up for that, for people to talk about you if you're going to be on a public platform. I'm not stupid. Like, I've been on here for years. Like, never done this for anybody else. It's not that I have, like, I don't have something out for just one. It's not like, oh, I just have it out for that one. Even though she's, like, literally tried to ruin my life, me and Fred's lives, like, I've literally just kept trying to be like, dude, just leave me alone. Move on with your life. I don't know what the fuck. You're obsessing. This is addict behavior, what you're doing. It's obsessive.
And I just want to take a second to thank Scott Stewart for actually having me busted and stuff and giving me the opportunity to get my life together. And as that happened and stuff, as the 13th of this month, I was 3 years clean.
Yep. So this is a really monumental day, celebrating Fred's 3 years clean. Can't really celebrate anything with Summer Wells, but except that we do have Scott Stewart coming in as sheriff, and that hopefully he'll.
I know Scott's going to do real good in this case. I don't know what his plans is. They have been for a while, but his hands have been tied, I feel like.
These people for way too long, for so many years, have been able to paint a narrative for so long and make money off of it and benefit themselves financially off me and Fred, and mainly Summer's name. Summer Wells, mainly. Because if it wasn't for Summer Wells, there would be this, we wouldn't even be here. So they're using Summer's name to benefit themselves, but at the same time be like, yeah, try to defame and make me and Fred look a certain way, like we're the bad people, we're the ones, it's our fault, we've ruined Summer's case. Oh yeah, like the one person who like recorded for law enforcement and really has turned in so much information, right? Yeah, we're gonna paint him the bad guy.
And the ones that thinks they're going to gain something by calling Scott Stewart about me or reporting anything about me to Scott Stewart, it's going to blow up in their face, because Scott Stewart knows all about me. Scott Stewart's group is one I worked with, not Ronnie Lawson.
She must stay in her life, so the judge is watching me and knows what I'm saying is true. We'll choke on it now, 666. Yeah. So wow. Yeah. This is how big these people's egos are, guys. And what's sick about it is that there's a group of them, and I'm telling you, you guys have seen it. You can see it. They're purposely trying to ruin me and Fred's life. It's sick. They'll do anything, even drive supposedly hours for the court date to sit in and supposedly give Six Up a play-by-play of what happened. Like, what? That is so stalkerish, guys. Like, I'm glad. It's very delusional. And if anybody, I didn't see anybody at that court date. for people claiming that they were there, there's literally like 10 people in the courtroom. Nobody was there as far as Mama Sassy, or aka Krama Mama. Like whoever, somebody was telling me that they were claiming that she was there. No, she wasn't. And if she was, that's fucking weird, dude. You live like 4 hours away. Why are you driving? You are so fucking weird. You guys are sick. The extent you're going to, like, are so obsessive. They did that shit to Jody Sue, too. Stalk Jody Sue so fucking hardcore for, like, crossing the line constantly. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't fucking care. It's loser behavior. Absolutely. The reason I said that is because she made a comment to somebody else about her cheese shredder was removable and she has no Ew. Oh, thank you, Pearl's mom. That's sweet of you. Annie says, congratulations, Fred. We're all proud of you. Yes. I see him most definitely.
I'm very proud of myself.
I know he was. So he's like, do you know what today is? I'm like thinking it was like the 13th. And I'm like thinking, what? It's not 5 years. It's not Summer Wells. So he's like, it's 3 years clean. I'm like, oh. I see it most definitely. I do. I see lots of things they say and don't bother you about it, Ziggy. I can't. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you guys for not. Many of you guys. Thank you. All of you guys have respected that. And not sent me stuff that people are saying, and because there's no purpose in it really, unless it's like, what can I do? What is telling me this stuff? Oh, they're saying this and that about you. Like, all it does is what? Like, it does nothing. I can't, and you can only do what you can do. I recognize that. I know that there's free speech, and I know people can come on here and have their opinions and say whatever they freaking want. But there's still a thing called defamation. Thank you, Bella. Thank you, Nikita. It says, good job. Great job, Fred. Congratulations, Fred.
Thank
says
you, buddy.
Yeah, we're not gonna, like, why would they do that? Why would they try to cause problems? Why would people be so miserable that they spend their lives and their days, instead of bettering themselves as people and improving their life, getting some kind of education, doing something good for humanity, doing, anything positive, something at least for yourself. No, these people every day are trying to figure out how they can fuck with me and Fred and ruin our lives. That is their freaking, like, and they get off on that shit, dude. And then we'll be like, I hate Ziggy, I hate Fred, and and it's just like, you guys look like freaking fools. You look embarrassing. Like, that's embarrassing that you put so much, you think of us that much. Like, oh, you're going to go out of your way. How can you come in? Why is the purpose of that? Why would you want to ruin me and Fred's relationship? Why are they trying to do that? You got to think of, there's something, you have to get to the root of it. So I love this. This is I think this is, I'm just W judge for actually looking into this, actually looking into it and seeing the truth. I'm so grateful. And I thank you guys so much for standing by us, and yeah, I don't know.
I mean, even saying allegedly or in your opinion and stuff, some of that still can fall under defamation.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but I learned that.
Yep, we learned that.
Yeah. That's true, Scam Buster. If people are trying to bring you down because you're already above them. But you gotta understand, think like, why are people trying to cause problems? They're also like, they're trying to message, like, have weird accounts message me and then message Fred and stuff. Like, you guys, I know you don't want to believe this stuff, but I try to tell you, like, Fred's not like these other, like, he yeah, he's not gonna take that bait. I'm sorry. He's just not like a creepy guy, like, that's gonna, every single girl that just messages him, he's just gonna be like, oh, girls.
There used to be several texts and stuff, and then I just asked them straight up, you know, who sent you? And they tell me something eventually, and it was 6 of them.
I mean, who else? I mean, there's only a few people who are so obsessed to the point that they're going to go to the extent they have. And it's 6 up, your sister, and just a couple other stragglers. Like, there's only a very few. Like, not very many people are that insane. It is getting old. And people need to stop, like, turning the other, looking the other way and acting like it's not fucking happening just because... I don't know what it is. They don't like us, I guess. I don't know. It shouldn't be about like or dislike. It should be about the truth. Yep, and that's why I fell in love with Fred, because I saw that. I mean, people I would think would have kind of think that obviously I saw something in him. I saw that and I'm the one that was talking with him so closely. Next time they call Fred, tell him to ask your wife. He does. He says stuff like that. Yeah, it's anyways, guys. I guess I'll go ahead and go. I don't know. I can't think of anything else really. I'll post this document probably on the wall or something on post. But yeah.
You should go ahead and just release that Chris McDonough interview, and then it could be up to Chris to release it.
Yeah, we probably should do that. I don't know. Gosh, I'm not that excited about getting back to YouTube, guys. I'm really not. It's been kind of... I
mean, you just download it and put it out as a premiere.
Yeah.
And just let people listen to it, you know? We ain't got to be live.
That's true.
That's what I would do. Just put it as a premiere.
Yeah, it's 4 hours long.
Yep. And then people could just listen to it and it not be a distraction.
Okay, and then if Chris wanted to do something on it or whatever,
yep.
Okay, I might go ahead and just release it. This week sometime.
Huh?
I said this week sometime. Just the interview itself and do a premiere. I'll be in the chat and talk with you guys during or something. It's going to be 4 hours though. All right.
People get to hear me tell you to shut up.
I try. I know. I feel like
I know you got carried away talking too, and
at first I got so nervous. And I'm afraid, like, I didn't realize how in depth he was going to do that he had all that time, like he was going to spend that many hours with talking to you, or I would have like backed off some. I felt like I was in a hurry to tell him everything, you know what I mean? Like in a short time, I didn't know it was going to be that long conversation. So yeah, at first I kind of am like, I was trying hard not to interrupt. It's, yeah. I had to tell myself to be quiet. All right, guys. I'll put this up on a post or something here tonight or tomorrow, this document. The whole thing's in this video, so if people are wanting, or also you can go to indianamycase.gov website. It's really easy. You could just pull it up. Indiana, you type in Indiana court records. Type in Indiana My Case court records, and then it will pull up the website. And then you could just type in my name, and you can pull up the document yourself too. I know. What's that, Jam? Really afraid you got some balls telling Ziggy. Oh, I know. I needed to. I know. I have a hard time. Like, I get it. I know my freaking faults and stuff. I know that I can sometimes sometimes speak up when I shouldn't. Like, as far as when somebody's asking Fred a question, but like I've lived, we talk about it so much. I feel like I know the answers to everything, but a lot of times, like, I repeat it wrong. It's not, I didn't live it. So I need to learn to just let Fred speak it. Oh, about running your mouth. Yeah.
Only thing I tell Chris McDonough about Don wanting to get him back to Tennessee and stuff at the beginning, after he done an interview with Candace, wanting to beat Chris McDonough and stuff up.
Oh, he said that to you?
Yeah, talk about, I'll do 30 days. See, that ain't nothing. It's different when it's like that.
Oh, he was bragging.
In Tennessee, Hawkins County is a lot different.
So Don Wells was bragging to Fred about how he was gonna try to get Chris down there.
Yeah, he was gonna offer Chris an interview. A personal interview, and then when Chris got down there and stuff, he would do something to him.
Yeah, right.
He's too cowardly to do anything. He's carried on or whatever.
Chris called. We talked to Chris on the phone. He did ask about.
Yeah, I agree too.
He can come. Yeah, if Chris is ever in Indiana or whatever and wants to meet up with Fred would meet up with him. So, for sure. All right, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Everybody have a good night. Thank you guys so much. I don't know when I'm going to be back, but at least we do have those couple of things, like the Chris interview I'll put out, and then I'll post this document. So
everybody have a blessed night.
Yep. Good night, guys.